Well, it's the end of an era. Finally, I'm getting these fucking terrible, disgusting upper teeth out of my mouth. And I'm fully prepared. Again, that said, my last uppers are finally going to be yanked. Wednesday morning around 11:15 the process will start. I'm hoping it's only going to take them roughly an hour to do it, but those last nasty teeth that I've been dealing with for the last 10 years, and dentists refusing, my last two dentists refusing to actually pull the rest of them out, and because they've been in this kind of atrocious state, like I said, roughly for the last 10 years, and it's partially why I do the weird mouth motions, as well as I had a bout with Bell's palsy back in 2003, I think it was. So, yeah. Plus, I have a speech impediment thing, so that's why my have the lip curl or whatever at times. But needless to say, with my rambling, unfortunately, my teeth have never been great because, according to what my mom has said and everything else, when I was a baby I had high fevers and basically killed all my upper enamels, so my teeth looked like they were my adult teeth, and I looked like I was a smoker, but it was just my enamels were that shot, and years of not having proper dental care, eventually, more and more, eventually the uppers just simply broke down, and for the last probably, I think it's probably about 4 or 5 years, I've actually been missing everything from there back on this side. And again, back on December 2nd, I had my last two molars removed. Previous to that, what was there was pretty much there up until 2 Octobers ago. That gap there was a tooth there that unfortunately my previous dentist did a root canal on. Again, when a dentist says to you, I want to do a root canal, tell him, fuck off. Pull the fucking tooth. It is far easier and less painful to go through having a partial there or a dental implant. Again, everybody says, oh, root canal's fine. No. The root canal I had done on that front tooth, I had numbness going from here all the way up into my nostril, and it was numb. And I also had not only smelly breath during the time that I didn't even know it had been infected, I also could keep smelling shit in my nostrils, and I always was trying to figure out what it was. Luckily enough, they were going to want to do a second root canal on it. I said, no, it needs to be pulled. I said, my upper teeth are in a bad enough shape as it is. And lucky enough, my mom asked me to buy some cherries for her, so I decided to have 5 or 6. Chomp. Finally split the tooth in half. Went back to the dentist when he was going to look at the tooth, check how the antibiotics had been working, and he was like, yeah, Terry, I'll get that out for you right now. There was no questions. And as soon as it was out, I had a full feeling back in my nostril and all the way up. So again, anytime a dentist suggests a root canal, don't do it. Save yourself the money, save yourself the pain and effort. When a root canal goes bad, it is not a good experience. That said, I'm hoping for a much happier existence with these crappy teeth pulled out. My last dentist kept milking the system because he was going to be retiring soon. So he would feed me lines of like, oh, you don't want a partial, or you don't want all your teeth taken out in an upper. You'll have to go to denture therapy for your jaw. Funnily enough, I go to my denturist who's doing my full upper. I tell him what my previous dentist told me. He looks at me and he shakes his head in disbelief. He goes, "There's not such a thing." And I said, "Exactly, but that's what he kept on trying to tell me, in that I didn't need to have the rest of my teeth pulled for a full upper." But meanwhile, only being able to chew on one part of your jaw definitely does damage to your jaw, does damage to your muscles, and it can be a bad thing. So my dentist, again, wanting to milk the system for money, basically went on and he just kept on saying, "Oh, that's not too bad." So my teeth, my uppers, are literally full of cracks and fillings and numerous fillings. And like I said, over the last 10 years, so what he did, the last two molars up here, the front molar was literally probably about half of its size. I had a gap between the two teeth that refused to fix and fill, and it was big enough that a piece of yarn could go in between my last two molars I had up here. What does he tell me? Oh, well, I'll just patch it up and fix it up. I won't fix the gap. So he goes, if you get food in there, use a piece of yarn. Real sound advice. Use a piece of yarn. Yeah, your teeth are screwed, but I need to keep filling them up so I can get more money, I guess. Again, it's funny how dentists are actually almost paid more than doctors, and there's good dentists and there's bad dentists, and my last dentist really, I guess, was ultimately in the end a bad dentist because he wasn't willing to listen to my needs and wants and desires. So he just kept on filling the teeth, and when my mom started dialysis in the next town over, took the opportunity to go to the new dentist over there, have a cleaning, get an assessment, and right away he was like, "Oh yeah, counts the teeth. Yeah, I'll fix up all those back two and all your teeth. You have about seven teeth of work or whatever." And I said to him, honestly, the state of my upper teeth are in, do I really need to have more fillings done and work done on these teeth? And I said, especially the state that my last two molars are in. And he looks and he goes, well, and I said, I really would like a full upper denture. I said, I hate not being able to chew properly or even speak properly or whatever because of having missing teeth. Another thing with missing teeth, you tend to drool too because you don't get a good seal on your mouth. So anyways, so he checks my teeth over again. He says, well, the reality is you have 7 upper teeth. He said, you're one from needing a full upper anyways. He said, so if you actually do want to go to the root and kind of save yourself the hassle later on, get it done now, we can do it. So that was back in October of last year. So December was the start of the process. tomorrow is the final ending of the process, hopefully with not a pearly smile, unfortunately. As the denturist said, it's not, he doesn't advise his clients to go too brighter in the replacement teeth than the natural teeth. My natural teeth are, they're not white, but they're still relatively white-ish. They're not terrible by any means. I'd say bone-like. So I've gone with a shade that'll be similar, because again, it's not for to look like Mr. Handsome Supermodel. It's basically functionality. So either way, tomorrow morning is going to be interesting. Probably going to be a bit painful because the way the procedure works in the scenario we're doing it by is all the teeth are extracted. As soon as the teeth are extracted, and I guess they check to make sure there's no tooth fragments or whatnot, the full upper goes right in. Apparently, this is actually better in the long run, because as your gums are actually healing, your gums actually heal to your denture, so there's no excessive reason for a bunch of adjustments or having to get another denture done. Your gums heal to your denture. It also further helps to lock your denture up into your gums and top of your mouth as well too. So I anticipate I'm going to probably have about the same amount of pain, but again, doing research on the internet, I found, because I was trying Tylenols or acetaminophen, it wasn't doing anything. And apparently, ibuprofen, such as this Motrin here, and it actually says right on the packaging back, as I look at the English instead of the French. Also provides fast and effective relief for non-migraine headaches, toothache, and menstrual pains, minor aches and pain associated with arthritis, muscles, joints, and backache, in addition to reducing fever. So, apparently, doctor prescribed ibuprofen for pain is 800 milligrams. So, 2 of these tablets should do me. Since there's 30, I don't think I'm going to need them for like 5 days, but I'll have enough anyways for the initial week. Then getting back to what I was saying about the denture itself, this denturist that I've been seeing to arrange this all with has been really good. Unfortunately, one of the problems with my extraction was I wanted to do it on a Friday. His policy is to actually see the person the next day, so my idea of a Friday extraction basically got kiboshed. Monday was a possibility, but again, I have to go to dialysis and help my mom 3 times a week. Where are the days? Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So getting it done on Monday, I got to deal with 3 days of dialysis. Instead of getting it done on Wednesday, I then only have to do it the next day, which at the same time while I'm helping, I've helped her to get on her dialysis and help the nurses get the needles into her arm. I can then go off to see my denturist, which I will be at 2:45 on Thursday, where he'll actually physically take the denture out, make sure everything's healing, make sure everything looks good. and then I will be doing, I believe he said, adjustments or liner adjustments, he called it, over the span of the next 6 months, and eventually at the 6-month point there might be a final liner, and beyond that I shouldn't have to worry about anything else. So again, I thought I'd share the little bit of a farewell to bad teeth, and again, give you guys and gals or whoever is watching my channel a a bit of dental advice. If you can't get your teeth fixed, and it gets to the point where they get that bad, do not hesitate to yank the damn things, because in the long run you're just going to be in far less issues and problems with a replacement teeth or an actual replacement set of teeth than you will with having a root canal that's bad and lingers. See you later.